Gladiator-style fights for their own amusement. The city's public defender says he's got the proof. NBC Bay Area's Mark Matthews is outside the Hall of Justice in San Francisco with that alleged evidence and reaction from the Sheriff's Department as well, Mark.
This is the sort of thing you would hope would only exist in movies. But 4 sheriff's deputies here at the jail in San Francisco are accused of forcing inmates into fights and then betting on those fights. Jeff Adachi told reporters it's the most outrageous conduct he has ever seen in 30 years at the Hall of Justice.
I can only describe this as a outrageously sadistic scenario it sounds like it's out of the Game of Thrones.
Adachi says he heard about deputies organizing inmate gladiator fights from an inmate's father who sent an email several weeks ago asking for help. The inmate is Ricardo Garcia, recorded on this phone call from the jail.
I ended up getting hit in a private area. I tried to tell them to stop. They wouldn't let us stop.
The inmates described injuries lasting several weeks. Garcia, at 5'9" and 150 pounds, was set to fight an inmate weighing 350 pounds. Inmate Stanley Harris says he was trained by deputies and bribed with food.
I got cheeseburgers for his ass.
Private investigator Barry Simon interviewed 5 inmates at the jail last Friday.
The main thing that struck me the most was their consistency in what they said and how they presented it.
The inmates named 4 deputies: Scott New, the alleged ringleader, Eugene Jones, Clifford Chiba, and Deputy Staley, whose first name was not given. The public defender's chief attorney says there's got to be more.
And it is impossible for just 2 or 3 or even 4 deputies to commandeer the jail and stage fights without other deputies being aware of it.
Sheriff Ross Mercarimi believes that's true.
I do. I do believe that. I think that the thin blue line sometimes extends into prisons and jails. And I think that could very well be the case.
I contacted the Sheriff's Association. We have not heard back from them, but just within the last 2 minutes, I received an email from the law firm of Raines, Lucia, and Stern saying the deputies may have allowed 2 inmates to wrestle in order to settle a dispute. The wrestling was essentially little more than horseplay, and there was no betting, and inmates were never forced to work out. They were never forced to fight. This from a law office apparently going to represent one or more of the sheriff's deputies implicated in the allegations from the public defender's office. Reporting from the San Francisco Sheriff's Department, Mark Matthews, NBC Bay Area News.
All right, thank you, Mark.